We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
In this video, we will study about theory of torsion and we will also derive the equation of torsion. To understand that, let us assume one shaft with one end fixed and the other end is free. The radius of the shaft is R and length of the shaft is L. It is subjected to torque T at free end. Now, before deriving any equation, we know that we have to assume something. So there are few assumptions in the theory of torsion. The first assumption is the material of the shaft is uniform. It means throughout the length the material of shaft will be same. Second assumption, the twisting moment along the shaft is uniform. The third assumption, the shaft is of uniform circular cross section throughout the length. The fourth assumption is cross section of the shaft which are plane before twisting, it will remain plane after twisting. Fifth assumption, all the radius which are straight before twist, it will remain straight after the twist. Now after understanding this assumption, let us start deriving the equation of torsion. In this figure, let us assume one point C at fixed end and point A at free end. Now this line CA is straight line before twisting. With the application of torque T, the point A will be deflected and a new position of the point A will be A dash. So we will get another line C A dash. It means due to twisting the line CA, it will be deflected to new position, that is C A dash. And similarly, if we consider the cross sectional area of shaft, the point A is deflected to A dash. It means OA radius is deflected to new position O A dash. Now here we can see two angles. First angle is angle AC A dash. This angle is known as shear strain and it can be represented by phi in terms of degree. In the cross sectional area, the angle which we have got is angle AO A dash. This angle is represented by theta and this angle is known as angle of twist in terms of radian. Now, due to this twisting moment, the stress generated will be shear stress, and we know that the maximum shear stress will be at outermost fiber, that is represented by tau. Due to shear stress, here we have to consider modulus of rigidity and it is indicated by capital C. Now as per the equation of shear strain, here tan phi, it will be equal to opposite side is A dash and adjacent side is L. So tan phi is equal to ratio of A dash by L. But as we know that this twisting will generate a very small angle, so the magnitude of phi will be very small. So we can write down tan phi is equal to only phi. So phi is equal to A dash by L. Now from the cross sectional area of the shaft, we can find out length of the arc A dash. Radius is capital R and angle of twist is theta. So length of the arc A dash will be R into theta. Now if we put the value of length of the arc in this equation, we will get phi is equal to A dash. In place of A dash, it will be r into theta divided by L. This will be our equation number 1. Now next equation is modulus of rigidity. Generally it is indicated by capital C, capital N and capital G, is equal to shear stress by shear strain. Shear stress is indicated by tau and shear strain is indicated by phi. So from this equation we can say that shear strain phi is equal to tau by C. This will be our second equation. By comparing first and second equation, we can say that tau by C is equal to r theta by L. And if we arrange this equation, then it will be tau by r is equal to c theta by L. This will be our third equation. Now for a solid circular shaft, we know the equation of torque, that is T is equal to pi by 16 into tau into d cube. So by rearranging this equation, we will get tau is equal to 16 into T divided by pi d cube. Now we have to put this value in equation number 3, which we have already derived. And that equation is tau by r is equal to c theta by L. So in place of tau, we can put 16 into T by pi d cube. Now here again we have to rearrange this equation. So T as it is, pi by 16 into d cube into, in place of radius we can write down d by 2 is equal to c theta by L as it is. Now here we will get pi by 32 into d raised to 4. And as we know that pi by 32 into d raised to 4 is polar moment of inertia for a circular section around ZZ axis. And here ZZ axis will be the axis of twist around which the shaft is twisting. So T by, this will be J, polar moment of inertia, is equal to c theta by L. This will be our equation number 4. By comparing equation number 3 and 4, we will get our final equation as tau by r is equal to T by J is equal to c theta by L. And this equation is known as torsion equation, where tau is maximum shear stress or the stress which you have to find out, r is the radius of shaft or the distance of the layer at which you have to find out shear stress. Capital T is torque or twisting moment or even turning moment. J is polar moment of inertia. C is modulus of rigidity. Theta is angle of twist in terms of radian. And L is the length of shaft. If we consider last two terms of the equation of torsion, T by J is equal to c theta by L, then we can find out few quantities related to torsion or twisting moment. The first quantity is C into J. This C into J is known as torsional rigidity. And if we rearrange this equation, then we will get C into J is equal to T into L by theta. This Cj is known as torsional rigidity, and torsional rigidity is the torque required to produce a twist of 1 radian per unit length, that is known as torsional rigidity. Our second quantity is Cj by L. This Cj by L is known as torsional stiffness. We can also consider torsional stiffness as capital T by theta. And third quantity is L by Cj. That will be our torsional flexibility. We can find out all this quantity by our main equation of torsion. Now let us solve one numerical related to torsion. Calculate the diameter of shaft required to transmit 45 kilowatt power at 120 rpm. The maximum torque is likely to exceed the mean by 30%. It means the total torque will be 130%. For a maximum permissible shear stress, tau is given 55 Newton per mm square. Also calculate the angle of twist for a length of 2 meter. Length of the shaft is given 2 meter. And modulus of rigidity is also given. Capital C is equal to 80 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. First power is given. P is equal to 45 kilowatt. So in terms of watt, it will be 45 into 10 to the power 3. Then N RPM is given 120. Shear stress is given 55 Newton per mm square. Length is 2 meter. So in terms of mm, it will be 2000 mm. And modulus of rigidity is 80 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. First we have to find out diameter of the shaft, and second thing we have to find out is angle of twist. It means diameter of shaft D and angle of twist is theta. Now here two torques are given. First is maximum torque and second is mean torque. Now we have to remember this thing, that in the equation of power the torque will be mean torque, and in the equation of a solid shaft, that is design of a solid shaft, the torque will be maximum torque. So whatever the torque we are getting with the use of this equation, it will be mean torque. So first we have to find out mean torque, then a relation between mean torque and maximum torque is given. So from that we can find out maximum torque, and then we have to put the value in this equation to find out diameter D. So first let us find out mean torque with the use of equation of power. The equation is P is equal to 2 pi n T mean by 60. Power is 45 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to 2 pi as it is. RPM is 120 into T mean divided by 60. So we will get mean torque is equal to 3580.98 Newton into meter. Here power is in terms of watt and RPM N is given in terms of RPM. So mean torque will be in terms of Newton meter. Now maximum torque is given that it exceeds by 30% of mean torque. So total percentage is 130. In terms of magnitude, it will be 1.30 into mean torque. If we put the value of mean torque here, then we will get maximum torque as 4655.28 in terms of Newton meter. And in terms of mm, it will be 4655.28 into 10 to the power 3 Newton into mm. Now we are having the equation of torque for shaft, that is T max is equal to pi by 16 into tau into d cube. We are having the value of T max and tau, that is 4655.28 into 10 cube is equal to pi by 16 as it is. Tau permissible shear stress is given 55 into d cube. By solving this equation, you will get D is equal to 75.54 mm. Now our next step is to find out angle of twist, that is theta. For that we are having the equation tau by R is equal to C theta by L. So theta is equal to tau into L by C into R. We are having the value of all the quantities. Tau is 55, length of the shaft is 2000, modulus of rigidity C is 80 into 10 to the power 3, and radius. Here radius will be diameter by 2. diameter is 75.54, so radius will be 37.77. By solving this values, you will get theta is equal to 0.0364 in terms of radian. But suppose if we require the answer of theta in terms of degree, then we have to multiply this radian by 180 divided by pi. So our final answer of angle of twist theta is equal to 2.08 degree.